Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're talking about the new Chinese light tank line that was revealed during the Blitz Cup Asia Finals. We're going to look over the tanks here real quick and talk about the new mechanism that these tanks have that is pretty nice, especially for a light tank. Anyway, but yeah, so the tank line will start here at tier 6 with the 5916, kind of an odd name right there. Then it's going to go to the tier 7 WZ131. Then it is going to be the WZ132 tier 8, the WZ132A tier 9, and then the tier 10 will be the WZ132-1. So again, this is going to be a light tank line. I'm not sure which tanks are light tanks. The tier 7, it could be a medium. Sometimes they do that. But they are quite possibly all light tanks. And I'm not sure which ones have the new mechanism. It could be the whole line, or it could just be the tier 10 or tier 9, something like that, or it could start at tier 8. But these tanks, instead of the regular spotting time, which is I believe 9.8 seconds, instead of them having 9.8 seconds for their camo to reset, these tanks will reset in 7 seconds. So you have 3 seconds basically less time spotted than any other tank in the game, which is pretty awesome when you are a light tank, because if you get spotted, you just pull back. You don't have to wait as long. Or let's say you get spotted, spot another light tank. As soon as you go unspotted, or count to 7, they'll still be spotted. You can pull out, take a shot, and pull back, because they will you have gone unspotted, but they're still spotted. So it's a very helpful mechanism here. I definitely think that will make these tanks very good. Unfortunately, we don't really have any statistics for these tanks. At least I can't find any statistics anywhere about these tanks. So there's really not too much to talk about, unfortunately. I'll talk about what I think these tanks will be like, but there's no statistics. I just wanted to make a video because I think the new mechanism is interesting, and just if people who didn't watch the Blitz Cup and they didn't know about it, just there is a Chinese light tank line coming to the game. Not sure when it's going to come out. I would assume sometime in the spring probably. That's normally, they do a line normally in like the winter or the spring, the summer. They normally kind of do it like that. But yeah, so this is going to be the new line. I'm guessing probably, obviously, light tanks, so they're going to be fast. These tanks will have no armor, and probably either a 310 or a 350 alpha gun with, like if it's a 310 alpha gun, it'll probably have like a 5.7 or 5.8 second reload, and if it's a 350, it'll probably have like a 6-second reload, 6.2 second reload, something like the Vickers Light. So that's probably what the tier 10 will be like. I'm assuming probably pretty fast, because of course it's a light tank, and it looks just like it's going to be fasting, if you know what I mean. Then the WZ132A, though, this tank looks interesting. This thing has a massive looking gun and looks tiny, and it looks almost more like a medium, like a T-34, or like T-34-4, I think is the one at tier 7. This tank looks more like that than like a light tank or anything. So kind of an interesting looking tank. You can look, the gun is literally smaller on the tier 10. So I'm not sure if this is going to have a higher alpha than the tier 10 or not. It might, because I mean, it looks like it should. This looks like it should be having a 400 alpha gun. But of course, I will say that they could go with the 400 alpha way with these light tanks, because that's kind of the thing with the medium tanks, that the Chinese medium tanks, they have the 400 and 420 alpha. They have the higher alpha than a regular medium tank. So they might do that with the light tanks as well, and have a 400 alpha light tank with like a 8-something second reload. Don't know. It'll be interesting though. I'll probably make another video about these as soon as the statistics for them are leaked. But here, looking at the tier 8, probably a 310 alpha gun, maybe a 280. It looks pretty small. Again, these things are going to have no armor. The tier 7, probably a 225 alpha gun. That's what that looks like. And the tier 6, probably the same as well. Maybe even a 190. But yeah, that's probably what all these tanks are about going to be like. I mean, they're going to be fast. They're going to have pew-pew guns, because they're light tanks, unless they go with the 400 alpha route, which the low tiers will still have pew-pew guns. But that's probably what these tank line will be like. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.